Hello, my friends. For those who know who I am on YouTube, I am Pookie87, the Tenkaichi of gaming. And in the artist world, I am also known as Ichigo Musko. Now, what you're listening to is the sound of my voice. And this picture here should tell you what I'm about to talk about. And if you don't, allow me to explain. There are times in this world in which we usually get picked on, stepped on, mocked, teased, whatever it is, you name it, it will happen to you. We're often beaten down with what I like to call failure, because words hurt. That's what it has always been about since time began. I'm taking my sweet time out from doing Let's Plays and everything else to talk real. So technically, this is to all the people who are listening to the sound of my voice and the sound of the rain. And I just want to tell you this. Outside of everything that happens, we're all people. And apparently, no matter what happens in life, you can't let anything or anyone get you down. You also can only be one person, and that's yourself. Take myself, for example. I'm the only person in my family who has ever accomplished something out of playing video games, and that is becoming an author. And my book is on the market. Sure, it may not be much, but at least I am a part, at least it's part of the market. And for what it's worth, it is hard work, dedication, the blood, sweat, and tears that made it possible for me to make this book. If I were to share anything to those who are listening to my voice out there, I'm going to read this in the character that we should all look up to. It doesn't matter what the press says. Doesn't matter what the politicians or the mob say. Doesn't matter if the whole country decides that something wrong is something right. This nation was founded on one principle above all else. Stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or the consequences. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. Do not feel bad about what one person criticizes you for. Do not feel terrible about yourself as a person. If you find something wrong in what you do, change it. The world today, as we live, is usually judgmental because, quote unquote, if I had to be like this person, maybe I can be like this person. That's not exactly true. For people out there who are giving a negative light and say, if I can make millions of dollars, you can too. Yes, it's true. It can work, but it takes hard work to do it. And if you have the will, the courage, and now it's just to take a hit and keep fighting for what you enjoy doing, then trust me, it is worth the time and the effort you put into in whatever it is that you enjoy doing. As I said before, I'm an author. I can tell. I've been through the same mess that everybody else has been. I've been I've been listening to the naysayers and those who have been talking behind my back and everything else. I know the truth. They'll all be kissing my ass when one of these days I become the king of the hill and I've reached the level of success I feel I can be pretty content with. My friends who are out there, especially in the gaming community, honestly, and I say this very clearly, however you do what you do on your channel, don't do it because everybody else is doing it for money, or they think they're going to become famous on YouTube. I mean, you take a risk every day. This is nothing. I mean, if I become famous one of these days, then all I can say is thank you, Lord, for making me see this day. Thank you, Lord, that my family can actually be a part of this, because I want them to be a part of this. The kind of videos I do, yes, they're Let's Play videos, but I do the games that don't really have, say, the love that they deserve. And let me just tell you, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing the one thing that I love to do the most, and that's play video games. If I want to shoot the breeze, if I really want to shoot the breeze on, on a certain game, whether it be Super Robot Tyson or Torchlight or probably something else, then I will. And you know what? It's not a problem. Because some of the things I say, it doesn't have to be forced. It doesn't have to be, like scripted. I'll say it like that. It doesn't have to be forced nor scripted. It's just me talking. That's the one thing people forget. You're talking about a game. And you're doing it because you love the game. You're not doing it because of, dare I say, because it was requested, or perhaps this is on your list, or whatever the reason. You do it because you love it. The problem in this world is that everybody want to be somebody they're not. You can only be you, as I said before. And it's better just to stay that way. You can only be you. You don't have to change unless you want to change. Nobody's going to basically put you in an arm bar, make you tap, and say, I quit, I'll change. Just because you say so. In this world, all that matters is you. What you do and how well you do it. And always give your best when you do it. Normally, whenever I do a game, that's all I can give. All I can give out of the whole situation is that whenever I do a game, I can only give the best at what I do. Because that's a natural thing. We all want to give the best at what we do. And I say to you out there, don't change. Don't change who you are. If you don't like what you do, look at it from a different angle. Don't give up so fast because one person tells you, oh, you're an idiot. You yell, you do this, you do that. Take it as something to think about. Okay, what are you doing wrong? Because there are sometimes I do that myself. Then I look at my past videos and just consider, okay, that could have been done better. Okay, I'll remember to do this. Okay, I'll do that. I'll even go so far as to play a game on a different console just so I can get a feel for what I'm going to be working on in the far future or in the not so far future. And just because it's better to know in advance than just saying, oh, I'm going to do this blind. It's better to know in advance so you can get an advantage on what you can do. I'll give you a good example. Sleeping Dogs. I'm currently doing a Let's Play on Sleeping Dogs because I have it on my 360. Now, there's a difference between how I do Sleeping Dogs on 360 and how I do it here. On the Steam version, well, I got DLC just because I'm playing it. And I added even more DLC to help me pretty much beat the game at a better rating. I didn't do that on the 360 version. But only the reason why I did it is because, well, you can only get better just from experience. I mean, time progresses, and just like time, so do we. And you can't just give up. I mean, you can only get better. Some people do give me some hate just because, oh, we need to pick on you because of this. Hey, I've been through that shit all the way up from elementary school to high school. That doesn't really faze me anymore. I say, if you push me, I will push you back. I will either push you or punch you straight the fuck out. And I'm being clearly honest here. You don't worry about the little things. That's the problem right there. You worry about what everybody else is doing. Do not do that. In life, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Only you can worry about yourself. Worry about yourself more than others. Because in the end, it is you that is going to answer for everything. What you did in your life and everything onward. So, how it is that don't feel sorry for yourself. Because the world has the world has bigger problems than you. And you are just a part of the world. I'm not being mean. I'm being real here. Because honestly, when you really think about it, why should you feel bad about something you have enjoyed for some time? And for the people who do follow what you do, Be grateful that you do have people, you do have supporters. I mean, beyond here, I have friends. I have friends I can talk to on a daily basis. And they're not talking to Pookie Izzy 7, they're talking to me, Izzy. We share our joys, our pains, and everything else. But the most important thing is we care about each other. And so should you. So what I'm saying here is key. You only care about yourself. If you feel you have done something wrong, and I hate repeating myself, but it must be said. If you feel that you don't like what you have been doing, change it. However you do it, just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on what you enjoy doing. Because you may regret it. And when opportunity knocks and you don't answer the door, that's on you, my friend. That's on you. So with that, I think I've said my piece. So, thank you for your time and appreciation for listening to me. And I will post this on my channel as well as on Facebook. And, yeah. I'll see you next time with more videos. Till then, Tenkai Muso.